Recording will also include the Chaurashtakam and the
Okay,
other
Prabhu.
mantras.
Yes,
Oh,
Prabhu.
but Mataji, I am not a host anymore. I changed. I gave you the host
Okay, Prabhuji
rights.
started. Yeah, Nikunjaras Prabhu started. So you can please start Chaurashtakam, Mataji.
Mataji, do you want to start today? My throat is
Okay.
hoarse.
So that चालेत नाही एवढी.
I can do it, but my throat is hoarse. So you will all have to bear with that.
Yes, Mataji, we can bear it.
Okay, sure, Mataji. व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचारं गोपाङ्गणानां च दुकूलचारम्. You wanna repeat?
व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचौरं गोपालनां च दुकूलचौरम्
अनेक जन्मार्जित पापचौरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि.
अनेकजन्माञ्चितपापचौरं चौराङ्गनां पुरुषं नमामि. Everybody please chant this Chaurashtakam. It's very auspicious.
श्रीराधिकाया हृदयस्य चौरं नवाम्बुदश्यामलकान्तिचौरम्.
नीराधिका हृदयास्य चौरं नवामृतश्यामलाकान्तिचौरम्
पदाश्रितानां च समस्तचौरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि.
सदाश्रितां च समस्तचौरं
चाराङ्गगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि.
अकिञ्चनीकृत्य पदाश्रितं यः करोति भिक्षुं पथिगेहहीनम्.
किञ्च न क्रियता
नित्यप्रदाश्रितं यः करोति भिक्षुं
भिक्षं पतिजेन हीनम्
केनाप्यहो सॉरी केनाप्यहो भीषणचोरयिद्रो दृष्टाश्रितो वा न जगत्त्रयेऽपि.
श्रितो वा न जगत्त्रयेऽपि
यदीयनामापि हरत्यशेषं गिरिप्रसारात् अपि पापराशिम्.
यदीयमापि हृदया अशेषं गिरिप्रसारमपि पापराशिम्
आश्चर्यरूपो ननु चोरयेद्रुक् दृष्टः श्रुतो वा न मया कदापि.
आश्चर्यरूपो ननु चोरयेद्र दृष्टश्रुतो वा मया कदापि
धनं च मानं च तथेन्द्रियाणि प्राणां सहित्वा मम सर्वमेव.
धनं च ततेन्द्रियाणि प्राणं चरित्वा मम सर्वमेव
पलायसे कुत्र धृतोऽद्य चोर त्वं भक्तिदाम्नासि मया निरुद्ध.
त्वया भक्तिदमासि माया निरोधा
क्षीणात्सि घोरं यमपाशबन्धं भीनात्सि भीमं भवपाशबन्धम्
हीनास्ति
घोरं यमपासबन्धं
घोरम्
बाधास्ति भीमं भवपासबन्धम्
क्षीणात्सि सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्त कृतं तु बन्धम्
नास्ति सर्वस्य
सर्वस्य
समस्तबन्धं
समस्तबन्धं
नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु
कृतं
नैवात्मनो
तु
बन्धम्
मन्मानसे तामसराशि घोरे कारागृहे दुःखमये निबद्ध
मन्मानसेतासि
रासि घोरे कारागृहे
दुःखमये निबद्ध
निबाधा
लभस्व हे चौर हरे चिराय स्वचौर्यदोषोचितमेव दण्डम्
लभास्वहेचो
हरे
हरे
चिराया
स्वचोर्यं
स्वचौर्यं श्रीव
दण्डम्
So last four lines are read on a different meter. So we'll change the tune here. कारागृहे वस सदा हृदये मदीये
कराग्रहे वसा
सदा हृदया मदये
मद्भक्तिपाशदृढबन्धन निश्चल सन्
मद्भक्ति
मद्भक्तिपाशं बन्धनः निश्चल सन्
त्वां कृष्ण हे प्रलयकोटिशतान्तरेऽपि
हम कृष्ण
कृष्णे
हे
प्रलयकोटि अनान्तरपि
सर्वस्वचौरहृदयं न हि मोचयामि
मोचायमि.
Thank you so much, everyone. Can one of each person read a translation? Just take turns and yeah.
Offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves, who is famous in Vraja as the butter thief, and he who steals the gopis' clothes, and who, for those who take shelter of him, steals the sins which are accrued over many lifetimes.
I offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves, who steals Srimati Radhika's heart, who steals the dark luster of a fresh rain cloud, and who steals all the sins and sufferings of those who take shelter of his feet.
No, let me on.
In return, he surrenders devotees unto paupers and wandering homeless beggar. Allah is such a fearsome thief has never been seen of heard of in all the three worlds.
Mere utterance of his name purges one of a mountain of sins. Such an astonishingly wonderful thief. Oh, my screen has gone. My screen has gone. Oh my goodness. Somebody take over. I can't see it.
Actually, it's gone for me too.
Yeah, my screen has disappeared.
Sorry, Mataji. Do you see it now?
Yes,
No.
There was some problem. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. He turned. Oh, such an astonishingly wonderful thief. I have never seen or heard of anywhere.
O thief, having stolen my wealth, my honor, my senses, my life, and my everything, where can you run to? I have caught you with my rope of my devotion. Hare Krishna.
You cut the terrible news of Yamraja. You sever the dreadful news of material existence, and you slash everyone's material bondage. But you are unable to cut the knot fastened by your own loving devotees.
Please go ahead, someone
Oh,
else. Yeah.
oh, stealer of everything. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Prabhu.
Oh, stealer of my everything, oh thief. Today I have imprisoned you in the miserable prison house of my heart, which is very fearful due to terrible darkness of my ignorance, and therefore for a very long time you will remain receiving appropriate punishment for your crimes of thievery.
O Krishna, thief of my everything, the news of my devotion remaining forever tied. You will continue to reside in the present house of my heart, because I will not release you for millions of eons.
Thank you so much, everyone. There is one more mantra that everyone wants to recite. So Govardhan Dhar. Okay, I'm gonna share that out. So let's read that. Govardhana Dharam Vande
Govardhanam
Gopalam Goparupina
Gopalam
Gopalam
Gokulutsavam Ishanam
Gokulatava Isana
Govindam Gopika Priyam.
Govindam Gopika Priyam.
Can someone read the translation?
I worship the lifter of Govardhan Hill, who has the beautiful form of a cowherd boy and who continually plays with the Gopas. He is the Lord of Gokul, wherein every day is a festival.
Thank you so much, everyone. Dandavat Pranam. I'll hand over the call to Prabhuji now.
Thank you.
Hare
Mataji, we can
Yes.
read the other portion also, which is there.
The second
The
verse
second
remaining
one?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second also.
Vande
Sorry.
sorry, Mataji. Can you hear me? Yeah. Vande Navaghana Shama.
Mataji, we can't see the
I
screen.
can't see the screen.
Sorry, there is something wrong with this thing. It keeps glitching. Sorry about that.
Now we can.
Vande Navaghana Shama.
Vande
Vande Navaghana Shama
Shama
Dvibhujam Murlidharam.
Vijayam Muralidharam
Pitambardaram Devam.
Pitambaram Dharam Devam
Taradham Purushottamam.
Saradham
Purushottamam.
I
Thank
offer my
you.
obeisances to Navaghana Sham, Krishna, who has the color of a fresh rain cloud, who is holding the flute with his two hands. I worship Purushottama, who is so beautiful in his yellow dress, Pitambara.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Dandavat pranams, and thank you so much for getting me in this beautiful mood of Purushottam Mas. Dandavat pranams to all of you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Premanandini
Premanandani Mataji. Thank you, everyone.
And also, I have an announcement like our seniors attendee of our call, her is Amritamani Mataji. She lost her mother yesterday morning. So let us pray for her soul by 3 times chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And
Hare
pray.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare. Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Thank
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare.
thank you all.
Thank you to all of you. Thank you, all the devotees.
Thank you, Amritpani Mataji, for sharing with us. And we are very with you in this critical time. So, Hare Krishna Mataji. So, thank you,
Hare
everyone. So, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please take over the call now. Sorry for the time.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine. So happy Purushottam Mass to everyone. So we are here today to discuss the glories of Purushottam month and have a better understanding of what this month means. Because we also celebrate Damodar month. So you have the 12 months of the year, and each month has a name of Lord Krishna. And every year it comes in rotation. So Damodar month we observe every year. But this Purushottam month we don't observe every year because there is no month named Purushottam month. The 12 months, the names are already taken. But why this Purushottam month came? It's also known as Adhika Mas, right? Extra month. This extra month has come because there is the solar calendar and the lunar calendar. So the sun is traveling, and every month it makes its transition point, which is called as Shankaranti. And the the start of the year is known as the Mahara Shankaranti. So now the lunar cycle and the solar cycle is slightly different, the number of days. To bring them in sync, every 32 months or so, there is an extra month added so that both the solar cycle and the lunar cycle come in sync again. And then again, the next 32 months, it slowly starts going in its own. The lunar cycle is going and the solar cycle is going, and then it drifts apart. And then again, after the 32 months, this extra month is added. So now this extra month has been added. But all the other 12 months have been taken by the corresponding preceding deities. And this 13th extra month, there is no preceding deity, nothing. And technically, this month has been called Mala Masam. Mala means contaminated, not pure, not good. So typically, this extra month that has been added, nobody does any um, uh, rituals or other stuff to get material benedictions. They don't start a new material endeavor like a housewarming ceremony or marriage. Nothing of that is done in this month. So this month is represent each month is represented by a female personality, and this month was feeling ignored, left alone, and she was very sad and morose. So she prayed to Vishnu. All the months are under the being glorified and worshipped, but I am being neglected. So Vishnu says, "Don't worry, I will take you to Goloka Vrindavan to meet Krishna." And let's see what he says. So this female personality is brought to the presence of Krishna, and Krishna hears with compassion the plea and request from this woman. And he says, "Do not worry. I am known as Purushottama." Purushottama means Uttama Purusha, right? Purusha Uttama, the most exalted uh, being. So I am known that, and my name is that. I give my name to you. So henceforth, this extra month will be known as Purushottam on my name. Not only that, we all know, being followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Krishna and Krishna's name are non-different. Abhinatvam nama namino. Rupa Goswami also quotes from scriptures. What does it mean? Krishna and Krishna's name are non different. Krishna has innumerable potencies, innumerable Shaktis, innumerable opulences. We cannot even comprehend all the mystical opulences and powers that Krishna possesses. And his name also possesses all that. So Krishna and Krishna's name are non different. Now I have given my name, Purushottam, to this. So this month will also be non different from me. It will have all the sacred potencies, powers, and everything. So from that point onwards, this extra month was known as Purushottam month. Okay. So now what are the significances of this month that are described in Padma Purana and Skanda Purana, like that? So we will go through some of them. So we all know from Mahabharata, there was a dice match between Yudhishthira and Duryodhan. And Duryodhan, instead of playing it himself, he cheated. And he said, on my behalf, my uncle Sakuni will play, so that uh, Sakuni is very expert in dice games and gambling. So he knows how to cheat. So he cheats Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Yudhishthira Maharaj loses his kingdom. He loses all his brothers. He loses the wife Draupadi also. So they get so much humiliation and insult by Duryodhan and party. And then they are finally banished to the forest. So now they are residing in Vrindavan. Vrindavan has many vanas, forests, and one of the vanas is Kamyavan. So they are residing there and they are basically in a sorrowful, morose state. So Krishna comes there and then he is so moved by the uh, condition of Pandavas and especially Draupadi, because Draupadi was like dragged from a room to the assembly hall, and under the orders of Duryodhan and in the instigation of Karna, Dusashan is trying to disrobe her and make her naked in front of everybody in the assembly hall. What a terrifying, nightmarish situation for any person, especially a woman. So Krishna saves her from that humiliation and gives like unlimited lengths of sari, so that her chastity and honor is protected. Yet Krishna feels so much in pain because his devotees, Pandavas, and especially Draupadi, he considers her as his own sister. So he is feeling so much pain, and his anger is increasing against Dushasan, and he is ready to, like, at that point itself, like, finish them off. Yudhishthira Maharaj stops him and then pacifies Krishna. So then Krishna reveals one thing: why did this suffering happen upon you at this time? So he says, just recently Purushottam month came, but you Pandavas did not, and Draupadi, you did not uh, observe that month properly. So that's why this calamity has befallen you. Not only that, there is something even more, especially why Draupadi should be humiliated in this way. That's also, there is a reason. So he gives the reason. How? It starts with Narada Muni. Narada Muni wants to uh, meet Naranarayan Rishi. So he goes to Badrikashram and then he meets Naranarayan Rishi and he offers obeisances to Narayana and then inquires from him. Can you tell me something about this Purushottam month? Oh, you have asked a very nice question. I will explain how this Purushottam month came to be, and all those explanations are given by Narayana to Narada Muni. So during that discussion, he describes one incident. There was a Brahmana named Sudeva. No, Medhavi. There was a rishi named Medhavi. This rishi had a wife and they had a very beautiful girl. Right after the girl was born, his wife dies. So this rishi is the one who is bringing up this girl. So this girl keeps growing up and then she becomes a very beautiful young woman. But all her age group girls are getting married, and her father doesn't show any thought about getting his daughter married, because that's the problem that happens, right? Because the mother has to be there. The mother takes care of all these things. He being a rishi is so occupied with his tapasya and austerities, and he's not even focusing on that. I have a girl and I have to get her married at the right age, all those things. So for one day, the rishi also dies, and this girl is still at home and not married at all. So she is in a very sorrowful, morose condition. At that time, Medhavi Rishi's very dear friend, Durvasa Muni, comes there. So she receives him, washes his feet, and offers him respects, and then he puts a request. All my life, I have seen all my age group girls getting married and getting settled down, and my father did not do anything. So please bless me. Please give me a solution so that I can get married. So Durvasa Muni is so moved by her condition, and he says, Purushottam month is coming. So please observe the Purushottam month, all the vrata, anything that you have to perform in this way, and you will receive the blessings of Lord Krishna. So the girl hears that and says, why are you giving me this advice? That month is known as Malamasa. And what good, I am trying to get married, and you are asking me to observe this Malamasa, and then I will get no, I'm not ready to do that. So Durvasa Muni, we all know, he is easily pleased and he also easily angered. So he is angered now and he is ready to curse her for being so disobedient. But he controls himself and he says, I I am almost moved to curse you for your insolence, but you are the daughter of my dear friend Medhavi Rishi. So I'm not going to, but since you have uh, spoken ill of this Purushottam month, I'm worried that you are going to be facing lots of sufferings. But you have brought it up upon yourself, so I cannot do anything more. So he walks away. So very soon she undergoes lots of hardships and she loses her beauty and everything. So finally she decides, okay, let me worship Lord Shiva. She worships Lord Shiva for 9,000 years. Very difficult austerities. In the peak of the summer, it's already very hot. She will put a circle of fire to increase the heat, and she will stand in the middle and then undergo tapas. And then in the peak of the winter, she will uh, stand in the freezing cold water, and like that she was performing austerities for 9,000 years. So Lord Shiva is very pleased and he appears in front of her and says, oh, I am so pleased with you, all your hard austerities, tapasyas. Ask me whatever you want, I will grant it. So this girl, there are two versions I have heard about this. One version goes like this. She is in a very much anxiety, right, to get married and have a husband and all that stuff. So in her uh, rush, she says, I want husband, I want husband, I want husband. 5 times she says. So Lord Shiva patiently asks, is that all? Or do you have anything more to say? No, that's it. Okay, tatatsu. So be it. You will get 5 husbands. The girl is shocked. No, I asked for only husband, but no, you did not ask for one husband. You asked for five times. So 5 times you asked, I said, tatatsu. So now you are going to get 5 husbands. No, no, no. How can a single woman have 5 husbands? The entire world will mock me and I will get humiliated. Please take it back. No, there is no way to take it back. It has been given, it has to happen, but it will not happen in this lifetime. It will happen in your next life. So she accepts that. And the other version goes that she asks, I want a husband who is very dharma inclined, righteous. I want a husband who is very strong and powerful. I want a husband who is very a great warrior. I want a husband who is very diplomatic. I want a husband who is so like that. She says, instead of saying I want a husband who has these 5 qualities, she says I want a husband who has one quality. I want a husband another quality. I want a husband another, like that. So I have heard two different versions. So this has happened with her, right? So this girl is born in the next lifetime as this daughter of Drupada and is known as Draupadi. That's how she gets 5 husbands. Yudhishthira Maharaj, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sakadeva. So Krishna then is telling this narration and say, Draupadi, you were that uh, daughter of Medhavi Rishi in your previous birth. You you basically disrespected the Purushottam month, and that's why in this lifetime you had to suffer this humiliation of being disrobed. All that thing happened because of that. So I would encourage you, all of you, to observe Purushottam month, and then all your problems and sufferings will end and you will reclaim your lost kingdom as well in due course of time. So that's what happens. So from that point onwards, the Pandavas and Draupadi, they worshipped Lord Krishna in the Purushottam month, and eventually they reclaimed their uh, kingdom and everything. They lived very happily in an auspicious way, following bhakti to Lord Krishna. So that was narrated by Krishna himself to the Pandavas. And then in Padma Purana, there is another story, the story of King Hadadanva. He was a very pious king. He was ruling the Dravida province. Dravida province is currently known to be the regions in the southern India currently. So South India, all the 4 states are there. That region is what is referred usually as the Dravida province in our scriptures. So this king Hadadanva had 4 sons and one daughter, and he was a very pious king, right? So he was ruling very nicely. He had all opulences. So he had 4 sons and a daughter too. So his life was like a complete package. So one day this king went into the forest for hunting. So he was chasing after a deer, and the deer was running here and there, and then he was chasing after it, and he moves very fast away from his uh, group of people that he is traveling with, and pretty soon he loses the deer and he loses his way in the forest. So he says, okay, until my people catch up with me, I will take rest. So he goes and sits under a tree. and he is resting there. Then a parrot comes and sits on the tree, and the parrot starts speaking. So during those times, these people not only knew human languages, they also had the capability to understand the languages of other living beings. So this king had that capability. So the parrot was speaking. He's saying people get so enamored with all their material opulences and lose the goal of life. And the parrot repeats the same thing again. People get so enamored with all their material wealth and opulences and lose the focus on the goal of life. And parrot repeats it third time. So the king hears that. He says he's wondering, what is this? Then his all the group of people that he traveled with come, and then he comes back to his kingdom. But this message keeps ringing in his mind. It doesn't go away from his mind. Is what is this? Then at that time, Valmiki Muni comes. So this king pays respects to Valmiki Muni and asks, why did this parrot come and sit on the tree? And exactly was, it looks like that message was exactly for me. So can you please tell me what is going on? So Valmiki Muni goes into a meditative trance, and then he comes back and says, oh, now I know what's going. I will narrate what has happened. So in your previous life, you were a Brahmana named Sudeva. You married Gautama Rishi's daughter named Gautami. And through them, both of you had a son. And you named the son Sukadev. And one day, Devala Rishi comes. Devala Rishi is also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Asita, Devala, Narada, Arjuna recites all these names of the rishis. So one of the name he recites is Devala Rishi. So Devala Rishi comes, and Sudev and his wife Gautami, they serve Devala Rishi very nicely. And then they call their young boy and ask Devala Rishi to bless him with long, because normally we all do, right? Indian culture, we basically ask the blessings of long hair, life and with good health and all that. When Devala Rishi was requested like that, he became very sober and morose. He did not bless like that. So looking at it, the Brahmana Sudeva asks him, why are you not blessing? So Devala Rishi says, this boy is going to die very soon. So how can I bless that he be have a long life and all that? So hearing that, the Brahmana and his wife become sad, but they continue with their life, and pretty soon this boy dies. They are so filled with sorrow, and the Brahmana is holding the boy's body in his lap, and suddenly, like, it starts uh, pouring heavy rain, and both Sudev Brahmana and Gautami, they start chanting the holy names of the Lord continuously. They are crying tears, but they are continuously chanting the holy names of the Lord. And in a amazing way, this goes on for 30 days. And the boy's body is there, and they are chanting the holy names of the Lord. They are not taking any food. It goes on like this for 30 days. At the end of the 30 days, the Supreme Lord comes. And says, I'm so pleased with your chanting the my names, and I also you happen to chant it during the Purushottam month. The 30 days you are doing were Purushottam month. So you are not taking any food, you are continuously chanting the holy names. So I am so moved and pleased by your. So what do you want? So the parents say, what else do we want? We want our child back to life. So Lord Vishnu grants them that child will live for 12,000 years. So hearing that, both Sudeva Brahmana and Gautami were very happy. So now, in due course of time, the Brahmana dies and Gautami dies, but Sukadev is living for a long time. So Valmiki Muni tells the king, you are that Brahmana in the previous life. Now you took birth as the king. Because you were such a good Brahmana, you are so pious even in this lifetime. You have all these opulence, you have 4 sons and 1 daughter and everything. But you forgot the purpose of life. What is the purpose of life? What is the goal of life? To go back to the Supreme Lord. So we have to render bhakti in this lifetime, and then we have to go back to the spiritual world to be with the spiritual Supreme Lord and render bhakti to Him. So you forgot that. So the parrot is none other than your son Sukadev. He came in the form of the parrot to remind you what you have forgotten. That you have forgot. Yeah, we want a good spouse, we want good children, we want wealth, all those things are given, and after that is given, did we pursue the true goal of human life? You forgot it. So your son came to remind you that. So do that. So this story is narrated in Padma Puran to highlight the importance of the Purushottam month, because that Brahmana, Sudeva, and his wife Gautami, they performed not unknowingly, right? They did not even know Purushottam, but there was 30 days unknowingly they were chanting the holy names of the Lord and observing vrata, like not taking any food because they were so in sadness because of their son having died. So all these things happened. So it is these stories are narrated to bring out the significance of Purushottam month. Okay, so now what do we do normally in this Purushottam month? So before that, we have to understand also what is the significance of doing all these devotional activities. So out of the 12 months, Damodar month is spiritually very powerful. Whatever pious activities, devotional activities we do in the remaining 11 months, if we do it in Damodar month, it is 3 times more. It's that powerful. And sometimes it is said like 100 times more powerful than all the 11 months. And whatever devotional activities we do in Purushottam month is 1000 times more powerful than doing devotional activities in Damodar month. So that much spiritual potency is there. So normally, devotees, what they do is Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15 of Bhagavad Gita is titled Purushottama Yoga. So Purushottam month, every day, all the verses in chapter 15 of Bhagavad Gita they recite, which is a good thing to do. And then Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10. We can read Canto through all the verses of the Canto 10, whatever is possible every day we can do. Or some devotees focus on the 14th chapter, which is Lord Brahma's prayer to Lord Krishna. So they recite all the verses in chapter 14. So they recite Bhagavad Gita chapter 15, Purushottam Yoga, all the verses every day. And they recite Canto 10, chapter 14, all the verses there every day. And also, another good thing to do is the moment we wake up in the morning, we can say Jai Radhe 3 times and then get up, take bath, and then do our chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, reading Bhagavad Gita, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, or hearing classes. So, like that, we can do. And then we also recited the second mantra. We first recited the Chaurashtakam, and we also recited another mantra, right? That mantra was given by Kaundinya Muni. Because in the Purushottam month, Kaundinya Muni repeatedly chanted that mantra. So we also do that. So typically what devotees do is the mantra that we chant Govardhana Dharam Vande, that mantra people chant 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the noon, and 3 times in the evening. So basically, we are praying to Krishna, right? Govardhanadhari, all those things we are saying in that. Gopalam, Goparupina, all that. So we do things like that. But the thing that we have to keep in mind is we have to remember Krishna. That is the purpose. The quantity is not, oh, I want to chant this mantra, that this I have to recite these verses in Bhagavad Gita, I have to recite these verses in Srimad Bhagavatam. All those things are good, but what is the purpose? What is the intention of doing all that? For us to focus our mind on Krishna. So even if we are chanting our regular rounds, Hare Krishna Mahamantra only, we can strive to chant them with attention, with the quality of chanting and hearing can be focused upon. So that is the most important thing. So like in Damodar month, we offer ghee lamp. We can also offer a ghee lamp to Krishna in Purushottam month. But the purpose behind doing all these things, to read chapter 15 Bhagavad Gita, those verses, or Canto 10, chapter 14 verses, the purpose is to be in a prayerful mood to Krishna. Kindly bless me so that I can do whatever devotional activity I can do in each day of this month, the 30 days, so that I can grow more in my bhakti. That is the intention. So many times the human mind, what it does is, oh, this is a new thing, oh, that's a new thing, oh, I want to do that, I want to do more. Yeah, we can increase our chanting a little bit more, but more than the quantity, we have to increase the quality of our devotion. Any devotional activity we are doing, we are reading Bhagavad Gita, we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, or we are reading, hearing anything. The purpose is not to increase, just to increase the quantity, but to increase the quality. So, and we be in a very prayerful mood to Krishna and Radha, and He kindly bless us, kindly bless me, so that I can be more perfect in bhakti, improve in bhakti, so that I can become a better devotee and serve you and your devotees in a better way. So that is the mood. But and it's a very powerful month, as we have been hearing from the scriptures, right? Damodar month itself is very powerful, and it says 1000 times more powerful than Damodar month. How much spiritual potency, how much spiritual energy is there? So typically we say, right, Krishna is very kind and compassionate, just like the businesses do discount deals to increase their sales. Krishna also gives discount deals. Damodar month is a discount deal month. So he will give a discount. And then even a little thing we do in devotion, he magnifies it, amplifies it multiple times, and then he gives more rewards. And Purushottam month is like that, even more powerful than Damodar month. So approach it that way. And as devotees, we are doing all these things every day. And if we are not doing it every day, this is a good time, this good month to do it, so that it starts becoming a habit for us to do every day. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Manmana Bhavamat Makto. My devotees always remember me. Always. Every moment. Whatever activity, whatever work we are doing, he says to remember him while performing those activities. So how are we going to get to that stage? We have to start somewhere. So we can start remembering, especially in these powerful months like Damodar month and Purushottam month, we can be in that prayerful mode and we can strive to improve our quality. So that should be our focus. Even if we are just, even if we are not reading chapter 15 of Bhagavad Gita, those verses, Canto 10, chapter 14 verses, I am not reciting the newer mantras that I have heard about. I'm going to do is chant Hare Krishna mantra. Let's chant and hear the mantra in a very attentive manner. I don't know about each one of you, but I get distracted when I am chanting. Mind wanders. So my prayerful mood during this month will be to avoid the distraction, to reduce that inattentiveness, and chant in a more attentive manner and in a prayerful manner and improve my quality of chanting and hearing. So, like that, each one of us can have that. So, instead of doing more things, the focus can be on doing our specific things that we are normally doing every day, but do it with more attention, with more care, like that. Improve the quality. So, those are the things related to Purushottam month. So, let's see if there is any discussion.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
My Dana Pranam, all Guru Shripapat Guru Maharaj. So, Prabhuji, this word Purushottam, I'm assuming it's Purush means a person and Uttam is like great. I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm just.
yeah. Uttama means
Okay.
tama means darkness or ignorance. Uttama
Uh-huh.
means beyond darkness, beyond uh, ignorance. So that means a spiritual platform. That's what the technical meaning of Uttama means. And Uttama Purusha is a person who is above and beyond all this. That is the Supreme Lord Krishna.
So, Prabhuji, like this Adhik Mas, uh, I mean, I'm sorry, actually, somebody called me, I got distracted. So, Purushottam, the meaning I told you is right, right? A person, great person. Krishna is great. He's a person, right? Purushottam.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, is he great as a Purusha? He's great because he even gave mercy to the month, which is that lady of the month doesn't know where to go, you know? So he's so great. And this also reminds me of, when the time when these, some of the queens were taken away by some king and they didn't know they will not get married, what will happen to them. And then Krishna married them all.
yeah. 16,100 princesses were kidnapped by Bhaumasura. He is also known as Narakasura, who is none other
Hmm.
than Krishna's son. Krishna and Mother Earth, they had a son, and that is Bhaumasura. And
Yes,
he is
yes. So.
And he is the one that kidnaps these 16,100 princesses. And finally, when Krishna kills Bhaumasura, he is going into the place where all these 16,100 princesses are kept captive. And every one of them looks at Krishna and then they are so captivated by his beauty, his form. And they all offer prayers to Krishna. They say, we have been abducted by another male. Nobody will, no other male will marry us anymore. So we pray to you. We don't have anybody else, and we are also attracted to you. And can please marry us? And Krishna is moved by their prayers and says, okay, don't worry, I will marry all of you. And not only marrying all of them, he lived with all of them at the same time. He expanded himself into 16,100 Krishnas and he lived with each one of them simultaneously. Krishna can do that.
Yes, Prabhuji. I was just thinking when I heard your class, I'm thinking how merciful Krishna is, because all these incidents are happening, like Damodar Leela, no, how he got tied by Yashoda, and like he was crying and he was fearful. And then in Purushottam Mas, he's giving mercy to the Mataji who's that additional month, she's carrying with her and she does
And
not know
not
where to
only
go.
he married her, he accepted her as his wife
Okay. Yes.
and
And
said, you will have a very special place. Your month will be the special month. You have been ignored so far, but you will be glorified from now on.
Yes. So, Prabhuji, when we see all this, that Krishna's, giving his mercy and in Damodar form and all this, then our duty on our side, we are sitting here, is all we have to offer is just do some reading, like you said, quality chanting, and offer diya. Sometimes it seems like, when we say patram pushpam phalam toyam, Krishna says, just offer this to me. Similarly, we're offering diya. So Krishna is not asking much from us, basically. He's just asking little bit, because it's not like we're in this situation of, we have to, like Yashoda, we have to train this, how Krishna is, or we are in a situation of this lady who's the extra month. But it's so nice that all we have to do is, like, it's very less. It sometimes it seems that it is just offering diya and Krishna will be happy. That doubt comes in the mind. How to remove that? That, like, okay, we go to the altar and offer and come back. Then we start thinking, we're just offering diya. Why is Krishna taking such small things from us? Like, there's no hardly an endeavor in that. So
Yeah. So,
sometimes.
then the focus should go how kind Krishna is, that he is accepting
Yes,
even this simple thing.
too kind. Yeah. Yes.
He is setting the bar very low. If he sets a
Mm.
very high bar, almost most of us will struggle. Even for this low bar, we are struggling. But he has set a very low bar. He said, "Well, just offer." But he is not looking for the lamp being offered. He is looking for the love that is being offered.
Mm.
We have to show that love and affection to Krishna, to Rama, to Narasimha, to Narayana. So when we are worshipping, when we are doing our devotional activity, whatever activities we are doing in a day, we have to offer it with that mood of love. Krishna, please accept this.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. In association of devotees, you sometimes the mind starts speculating, and then you realize that, the importance, the greatness of Krishna. When, like you said, I mean, he's so kind. That's why, like this, the quickly you gave the answer right away. He's actually very kind. We don't find a person like him here on this planet Earth, who will say, just itna sa kar do, and I will be happy, just,
And his devotees are even more merciful.
yes.
And because of the devotees' mercy only, we received bhakti in our life, and we are able to do whatever little things that we are doing in bhakti in our life.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your association. Hare Krishna.
And when we are reading these verses, the translation said how it's describing the beautiful form of Krishna, right? Nava Rupam, right? It's not only saying like the rain cloud, it says fresh rain cloud.
Mm.
And in other places it says Nava Yavanam Cha. Yavanam means youth, youthful form. Is ever new youthful form.
Great.
And anybody who looks at that form is like swept off their feet. Is that captivating?
Yes, I mean the whenever the rain comes and these clouds come in the suddenly these clouds are there and they become heavy with rain they're about to pour. When we look at those clouds, they're so beautiful. Like how comparison has been made of the color of Krishna with the cloud. I mean, this is just beyond the imagination. When we
It's not
hear this,
it's not imagination, it's not
sorry,
comparison. They
I
are
mean,
because what they are seeing, they are describing it with what we can see.
hmm,
They are beholding the spiritual form of Krishna, spiritual form of Rama, spiritual form of Narasimha, Narayana. They are beholding it, they are sharing it, and they say, how will we understand what color he is? They say, oh, like a fresh rain cloud. If you look at the rain cloud, it's not black, it's blackish, but there will be bluish tinge there. All those colors combinations will be there. That's how the rain cloud is. And
hmm,
Krishna is a composite of all, right? He is also the composite of all colors. Shama, that color is blackish, but it's not like the black that we know. Is
hmm.
blackish, but it is a combination. If you take all the colors and mix it up, you will get a blackish color, but it is a composite of all the colors too. That's how Krishna's color is.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And in Valmiki Ramayana, there is a beautiful description that comes describing Rama's beauty. Tarunau, Rupa Sampannau, Sukumarau, Mahabalau, all those words will be coming. It's think is describing how beautiful, and it's describing not only Rama, both Rama and Lakshmana. They are so beautiful, handsome, youthful, strong, powerful, all those things. And who is describing this? Surpanaka is describing. When she is describing it, when her nose has been cut and she has been disfigured, and she is in pain and anger, even in that condition, she is describing them. She cannot let go of how beautiful the forms of Rama and Lakshmana were. Even in a Rakshasi like Surpanaka, who has been mutilated and disfigured, and she is in pain and anger, yet the beautiful form of Rama and Lakshmana is so imprinted in her consciousness that she cannot let go of that impression. That's how it comes in Valmiki Ramayana.
That's amazing. Yeah. Prabhuji, also in your class, you mentioned that Draupadi, she got this road because she did not observe the Purushottam month. Did I get it right?
Yeah, because in that previous life, when Durvasa Muni was suggesting, why are you suggesting this? I'm asking you for marriage and getting an husband, and you are asking me to perform Purushottam. That's how she speaks. The daughter of Medhavi Rishi. So, in their next life, she is born as Draupadi, and she gets five husbands, but she undergoes that humiliation in the Kuru assembly hall because of what she did in the form of disrespecting the Purushottam month in the previous lifetime, is what Krishna points out.
But still, Krishna was still merciful to her. That he gave her the sari.
Yeah, and because she's been performing bhakti in this lifetime. She is so devoted to Krishna in this lifetime as Draupadi. So that's why we have to be very careful. Even if we are not observing it, we should not be disrespecting.
Yes, Prabhuji, but sometimes no, it inculcates a kind of a fear. You start thinking, oh my God, you have to do Purushottam month like, seriously, because then we could also in our ahead lives,
Fear is not bhakti. Love is bhakti.
yes.
We should be just having love, thoughts of love of Krishna. Then everything will fall into place.
Yes.
Somebody else.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. I have a question. Two questions like Draupadi being such a pious lady, like she's looking at her, she's like hearing about her, she's like very, looks like she's very advanced soul, like doing tapasya for so long, for so many years with a lot of austerity. Like, why did she ask for like small like I don't know. I feel like why did she ask for husbands instead of bhakti?
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
my
good question. Good question. But not only her, most of us in this material world, even though we hear about this, we know about this, we still are fixated on our material desires, material attachments. And she also had her material desire, her material attachment. I want a husband, I want to get married. So when we become so fixated on that, we are driven only by that purpose towards that goal. Dhruva Maharaj did the same thing. He wanted a kingdom. I have been insulted and humiliated by my stepmom, who is the queen. She said, I cannot sit on the lap of my father and play. And I cannot sit on his throne later on too, because I was not born from her. Only children born, sons born from her are eligible to sit on the lap of my father and play, and also sit on the throne later on. I am hurt. I am pained. He's a small boy, but he was deeply pained. He says, oh, I want a kingdom bigger than my father's kingdom. His father was Uttanapada. And his father, Uttanapada's father was Swayambhuva Manu, whose kingdom was the all the upper planetary systems, not only Earth. Right? Earth was Uttanapada and all the upper planetary systems. And Swayambhuva Manu's father was Brahma. Brahma is having jurisdiction over this entire material universe. Dhruva is saying, I want a kingdom bigger than my great grandfather Brahma. And who can give it? His mother says, only Narayan can do that better. Oh, where can I find Narayan? I don't know, but all these sages and rishis who come to our palace, I have heard them speak that Narayan can be found in the forest. That's it. In the middle of the night, when everybody is sleeping without telling even his mom, he walks out and goes to the forest to find Narayan. And Narada Muni hears about that. All the demigods are talking about it. So Narada Muni wants to come and meet this boy who left the comforts of the palace in the middle of the night to go to a forest without fear to meet Narayan. I want to meet this boy. So he comes and meets the boy and says, he's so determined. So he gives him guidance on how to practice. And he sincerely follows the instructions and he meets Narayan. The moment he meets Narayan, he even forgets to ask what he was after. He had this desire, right?
yeah.
To get a kingdom greater than Brahma. But he's like, stunned and like admiring the beautiful form. What a beautiful personality! Instead of seeking this personality, but Narayan says, "Okay, I know your heart's desire, so be it." And then when the Supreme Lord disappears, Dhruva says one thing: I had a precious diamond in the palm of my hand, but I went after a glittering glass.
Hmm.
So he had that realization after it. But before that, he was so fixated on getting his material desires. The same thing happened with this daughter of Medhavi Rishi. She was so fixated, oh, I want this, I want. And we do the same thing in our life.
True, Prabhuji.
So it's all these are lessons for us. It's not like just imagined stories. These are real life incidents that are told in Purana form for our learning, right? So we know what mistakes we have to avoid and what things we have to take up so that we lead. We can see by following bhakti sincerely, Krishna is going to take care of us for sure in this lifetime. And also in the next lifetime, also, if we are born in the material world with the material body again, he is going to take care of us. But we should not lose track of the highest goal of life, which that king Hadadanva did, right? So in his previous birth, he had a son. That son comes and reminds him,
Hmm.
yeah, all these material benefits are there, good. Yeah, you are living a comfortable life, but pursue the highest goal of human life, which is devotion, love and devotion to the Supreme Lord.
Wonderful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And one more question. Um, of- for me, in my mind, I don't, I feel that, yeah, as you said, Draupadi had disrespected about the Purushottamas in her previous life. But my mind keeps asking, like, why such a big insult for disrespecting the month? I feel like that. Of course, Krishna was merciful that he
No,
gave
but
her Sarita.
why is because of the material energy. Material energy has three modes: mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. When mode of passion and mode of ignorance is predominant, what we think, what we desire for, what we speak, what we do is totally different. Krishna highlights all that in Bhagavad Gita, in the final chapters of Bhagavad Gita. He goes into detail describing these three modes. How does it look? How can we recognize? What are the symptoms? What are the consequences? So when we are the mode of passion and combined with mode of ignorance, that's predominant. We do not know what we are speaking, what we are doing.
Got
Because this girl was so fixated on getting married, and she is saying, "Oh, Durvasa Muni will bless. Oh, may you get a good husband." He said, "He follow the Purushottam month thing, and you will get all material opulences, including an husband. You will get married, everything." But she was not receptive.
it.
Why am asking something? Why are you suggesting all this Amala Mas thing? I will give me husband, give me husband.
Mm.
We also do the same thing. Oh, I want my problems to go away. I want wealth. I want this. I want a good wife. I want a beautiful wife. I want a good husband. I want children. Our list is endless. We are fixated on that endless list.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your wonderful class and wonderful answers. Thank you for your association.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisance with all glory to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Prabhu, it was really wonderful, very, very deep class. It enlightened and charged us for the Purushottam mantra, definitely. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yeah, like you mentioned about reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, 10th canto, then like how we do, what austerities we do, we know what we do in Damodarashtakam Kartik month. So in the Purushottam month, exactly what we have to recite, what one should read. Would you please just list that so that all the devotees can follow on the conference? Thank you, Prabhuji.
All we have to do is chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra with attention and hear the mantra. That's good enough. But traditionally, what devotees do, so the mantra that was recited by Kaundinya Muni, that we recited, the second mantra that we recited just after Chaurashtakam before we started the class, that mantra devotees recite in a prayerful mode. It's a prayer to Krishna. So they do that. And then they also read Purushottam Yoga, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, the verses. Just the verses with the meaning, if you read every day, that's also a good practice. And then Canto 10, Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 14, Brahma's prayers, those verses people read every day of this month. So those are the very simple. It's not even an austerity. It's our own it's an austerity in the sense that we have to allocate some time in our busy day. That's it. But if we make it a habit, just do it. Just do it for a day. Just do it for 3 days. Just do it for the week, 7 days. And see, we will feel so much liveliness in our life. And then those 30 days will go by, and then we'll say, okay, I would like to keep doing it every day. Yeah, we can do it not only in Purushottam month, we can do it every day. So the purpose is for people who do not have that practice to get into that habit. And then devotees who have been normally doing it, it's the same thing we are doing, but it's a spiritually empowered month, 1000 times more powerful than Damodar month. That's what Jayapataka Maharaj has said. 1000 times more powerful than Damodar month. And Damodar month is 100 times more powerful than the other 11 months. So imagine how much amplification, multiplication is happening. Simple things we are doing in bhakti is going to get amplified, and we are going to make that much advancement in our bhakti. We are getting that much closer to Krishna. So many of you would have seen rockets being launched by NASA or ISRO to for the payload that is there. It could be carrying human beings, or it could be carrying satellite as a payload, but the that payload has to go beyond the pull of the Earth's gravity. So what happens? The thrust, that is what these rocket engines are providing, greater thrust, so that it can get that velocity and speed, so that it is more than the pull of the Earth's gravity. So in few minutes it goes high and high and high and escapes the various layers of Earth's atmosphere and goes into space. So it needs more thrust. So we need more thrust in our bhakti. And Damodar month and Purushottam month are that. It gives us so much, even for a little thing we do, it gets more amplified the results that we get. So we can get that thrust to overcome the pushings and pullings of our senses and Maya, and we can break through.
Yes, Prabhuji. You explained it very well by giving this example of trust that will definitely, why we read these things or why we recite the mantra, especially for Purushottam or Damodaraktakam. That is the thrust, or maybe keeping us charged spiritually
Yeah.
for the whole month, or like I know devotees, they do their daily rituals, but still, adding this will definitely keep the thrust up so that
Yeah.
it will keep you pulling up. I know. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yashoda Vatsala Prabhu had a question. He was raising his hand.
Hare
Yashoda,
Krishna Prabhuji Dandat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Such a
Jai
nice
Shri
name you
Prabhupada.
have.
Guru Maharaj mercy.
Very nice name. Vatsa is calf. And Yashoda.
Vatsalya. Yeah,
No,
so
no, no.
Yashoda's Vatsalya.
No, no. Vatsala. Vatsa is calf. So who is Yashoda's calf? Krishna.
Yeah, Yashoda's calf. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, Prabhuji, actually, somehow my connection got disconnected, so I missed the answer that you provided. I was able to hear only from the Purushottam Yoga chapter reading. Prior to that, what you answered, I'm sorry, I missed out. Somehow my internet connection went off.
Yeah,
That is
basically we have to just whatever devotional activity we are doing, we have to do it with little more attention, little more quality. So that is the most important point to keep in mind. So it's not like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do many things and become very anxious. No, that's not the idea. So even if we are just chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, let's keep the focus on improving the quality and being in that prayerful mode to improve the quality of chanting and hearing. And then when we are reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, Purushottam Yoga, the verses, let's do it with that prayerful mode. And if we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, we can read all the different pastimes of Krishna. And devotees generally do the 14th chapter in Canto 10, which is Lord Brahma's prayers. Again, do it with the mood of quality and with that prayerful mode. So that is more important.
Haribol. Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. That really helps. And yeah, I suddenly, like yesterday, I got one, some YouTube thing where it was mentioned about, Draupadi asking Krishna, why did that happen to me? And you always say that, something everybody is getting because of their karma. So what was my past karma, Krishna? I think the same question she asked in the Mahabharat serial also. So that gentleman was showing that video behind, where Draupadi asked that question. And there Krishna answers that, yeah, this happened because, you saw some Rishi. Again, this is in the Purushottam month, I think.
Yeah,
One
that's
Rishi
what we
was
were
taking bath.
discussing. Yeah, that's what we were
Yeah,
discussing now. Krishna points out that, yeah, you were in a previous life, you were the daughter of Medhavi Rishi, and you met Durvasa Muni, who is your dad's very close friend. And when he was describing the glories of Purushottam month and asking you to observe that, you were so impatient and disrespected the guidance that was given and disrespected the mantra also by doing speaking like that, and hence you in this next lifetime as Draupadi you had to suffer even though you had done it in your previous lifetime.
Haribol. Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. I'm sorry, my network was not there for going and coming, so I couldn't listen. But thank you so much for your guidance. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Preeti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam. So I have a question and I also wanted to share. So first the question is when Sneha Mataji asked uh, she made an offense and she got a big punishment, right? So how to understand when they say in the Purushottam Mass, we should not gratify our senses, but we need to please the senses of Krishna. And many a times knowingly we'll be doing something that gratifies our senses. So that is also like disrespecting Krishna and the consequences. Like
No, it's
Mataji
not.
was.
It's not that. We try our best to keep our focus on love and devotion to Krishna and the devotional activities that we are performing. So that is the focus. And then we don't go and add more sense gratification activities into our life in these 30 days. That is, we are careful about that. So to the extent possible, we are practicing restraining our sense enjoyment as best as possible for us. That's the attempt we are doing. We are trying to practice. So Krishna is so kind. He will help to overcome that. Otherwise, we every day we are, oh, I want to do this for my enjoyment. I want to do this. That's materialistic mindset. So we are trying to shift that mindset. So devotional mindset is about serving Krishna with love and trying to please him. So we are trying to practice. We are now trying to shift slowly, right? So then normally people give the example. Um, when we see a big ship traveling in the seas and ocean, or even in a big lake, river, the big ships cannot turn just like that. Even to make the turn a left turn or a right turn that's coming up, it has to start making adjustments many miles before, and it has to be a very gradual thing, otherwise the ship will flip over. You cannot just like, just like we drive our cars and bikes, we cannot like make a rapid right turn or left turn. Even when we do that in on roads, we might flip over. But in water, the water is not like a stable ground, and we are talking about tons and tons of water there in our sea ocean. So, and this is a big ship, so to make a turn it takes a while. So similarly, when we are trying to change our habits, it takes a long time. So we have to be patient. We have to be very prayerful to Krishna and Krishna's devotees. And also we have to learn to trust Krishna and Krishna's representatives. All these things come into play. So then it takes time. Slowly we keep practicing every day, and then a small change happens. So we have to do that. And Krishna knows that. Krishna is not saying, okay, I asked to do it, you did not, so you failed. F grade. Lucky, thankfully, Krishna is not like that. We are so jumpy and impatient like that, but Krishna is not like that. And Krishna's pure devotees are not like that. They understand the struggles we are going through and how difficult it is for us to even make a small change in our habit. That's why they are trying to give us so much mercy, so much blessing, so much guidance to keep that shift a permanent habit.
Got it, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And one of the thing that I was thinking is like when you were saying the story, when Krishna sees the plate of the Pandavas, and he feels so sad and so angry that like he gets so angry, then all the Pandavas should pacify him. Then I was thinking like Krishna already knows what's the past karma of Draupadi and what's the reason they are suffering. Then why is Krishna showing that anger?
No,
Then
he was not showing anger at the suffering. He was angry at Dushashan, Duryodhan, and Karna trying to humiliate Draupadi in that way. So suffering could come in any form, but for Draupadi it took this form. But the way it happened, they were like bringing her, dragging her by her hair into the assembly hall in front of every male that is there in the assembly hall. She was being disrobed. That was too much for Krishna to take. How low can somebody get? And he was so angry at Dushashan and Duryodhan for stooping this low.
yeah, I mean, I was hearing the same about this, like where they were saying about the detachment of Krishna. Even though Krishna shows anger and everything, but there is a detachment that Krishna always have. So I mean,
But
like even
not when it comes to his devotees. He is very attached. He very much cares for his devotees because he says they are directly under my protection. It's my responsibility to take care of them. That's Krishna's mood.
Yeah, I mean, my question was like he helps and does everything, whatever is required for his devotees, but really is Krishna going through all that emotions?
Oh
Then they
yes.
say,
Oh, it's not fake. It's not a show that he is putting on. It's real. That's how loving he is to his devotees. He cares so much for his devotees. He cares for everybody. He provides for arrangements for everybody, but his devotees is very partial. He is very much. It pains him when his devotees have to go through this. Personally, he doesn't have anything to. He doesn't have anything he lacks. He is Atma Rama,
hmm,
but the devotee's joy is his joy, and the devotee's suffering is his suffering. That's why he gives that promise, right? Yoga Shemam Vahamyam. I personally come to my devotees. I personally carry what they lack, and I personally protect what they have. Personally. So there is this story, right? There was this one Acharya in our Gaudiya Vaishnava line. He was translating these words and writing his explanation for this verse, Yoga Shema Mahayama. So Krishna is saying, I personally come to bring whatever my devotee is lacking, and I personally come to protect what they have. So when he says no, how why does Krishna need to do that? Krishna has so many energies, so many servants. He can send somebody to take care of that. So whatever he wrote, he struck it out by adding. We have, like when we write, we strike out the line, right? He did a line strikeout, and he said it's noon time, so he has to go and take bath in the river, and then he has to do his sandhya vandanam, right? Like so he goes out. So if like 15 minutes later, two boys come and say, your husband came to the grocery store, that he said like there are nothing because he doesn't have anything in the home. He's in a very poor condition, and he ordered these items, and he was in a rush to go and take bath. So he said go and deliver it right away. And then your husband was very harsh and rude. The boy, one of the boy shows on my back. See, look at the uh, um beatings that I have got. There are two lines running across the back of that boy. Oh, my husband never gets angry like that. He never does it. But wow, I am shocked that he has done to you two lovely boys. Okay, please come in. I am going to cook with all these items. First, you have to eat, and then you can go. No, 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 no. We have to go. Your husband. I am. We are scared of your husband. So wife says, no, no, don't worry. I will cook quickly and prepare the food you have. And before my husband comes, you can go. So the two boys agree. They sit down, and then the wife cooks and offers them. And then it's time that your husband will be coming back anytime we want to rush. So the husband comes after taking bath and taking sandhya on the nam and everything. He comes back home and he says, there are grocery items in the home, and wife has cooked, and wife has the plate is already there. Looks like she has already eaten before him. So he asks, what happened? The wife is saying, how can you do this? What did I do? How can you, such beautiful boys, and how come you were like beating them? So then she says, I don't understand what you are saying. So these two boys came that you ordered some grocery items and asked immediately be taken home. And these boys came, and the one of the boy was blackish in complexion. The other boy was whitish in complexion. And this blackish boy had a big stripe on his back where you had bet him. Then he understood. He falls at the feet of his wife and say, "You are so fortunate that you were able to see Krishna and Balaram in person. They got food from directly from you." And he immediately goes inside the room where he had struck, and he erases it and says, "Yes, Krishna personally comes and delivers what his devotees lack, and he personally protects them. There is no, he personally comes. He doesn't need to send anybody else. He personally comes. The reason I told this story is Krishna is like that. He is so pained when his devotees, and especially a woman, being humiliated like that. That moment it was decided, everybody who was participating in it and everybody who was silent when that was happening, all of them were marked for death. That why Bhishma and Drona kept quiet. They also got killed in the Kurukshetra battle.
Got it, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Thank you. Dandavat Pranam.
Vamsi Vilas Prabhu, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for the wonderful class, Prabhuji, and a good, great, wonderful start to Purushottam. Thanks to your wonderful Nectarian class and all organizers, including Shamrasika Mataji, for organizing such a wonderful program. Prabhuji, my question is regarding Purushottam month. The name Purushottam, we said best among men or humans.
No,
But
not best among humans, best person. It
yes,
just means best person.
yes, yes. So Purusha also has a meaning of enjoyer, right? And Prakriti is the enjoyed, and we are all actually Prakriti. Even though as men in this world, sometimes they're wanting to create their little small circle where they act as an enjoyer, and and it doesn't work because they try to persecute others and try to get enjoyment. Everybody should serve them, but we know all this material enjoyment is not going to give us what we are seeking, which is spiritual happiness. So when we say Purushottam, that means, is it that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer? So instead of us being thinking that we can enjoy, just serve the Lord in this month during Purushottam.
Yeah, that is the purpose. That is the goal of life, to serve Krishna and Krishna's devotees for their pleasure and enjoyment, not because I am going to get pleasure and enjoyment. If I am going to do it for my pleasure and enjoyment, even the devotional activity I am doing becomes material activity.
Mhm.
So the intention is always there. The goal is that. The objective is Krishna's pleasure and enjoyment.
Yeah.
Anything we do, even the chanting that we do, we think, oh, I am doing it because I want to become pure. No, the purpose of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is to give pleasure and enjoyment to Radha and Krishna. But that's a very high elevated stage.
Mhm.
We are not going to do a high jump and get to that high stage. We have to go step by step. Gradually we will grow and we will reach there, but we have to keep that as the goal. So that's why um, Rampad Swami Maharaj always says, gives the example. We use GPS. What does the GPS ask as the first thing? Where do you want to go? The moment you enter the destination, it will give you the route, the map, the path, how to get there. So we, as human beings, we have to keep that as the goal. Krishna's pleasure and enjoyment. So then there are multiple steps and directions. Yeah, turn left here, turn right there, go straight here, take a U-turn here. All those things, directions will come. We will follow it step by step and we will reach the destination.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you very much. And regarding your point regarding spiritual enjoyment, Ambarish Maharaj, he was serving the Lord and then tasting Krishna Prasad. And then, so enjoying even Prasadam, you feel it would be contrary?
No.
Okay.
Krishna enjoys. So there is a word that when we sing the Guru Ashtakam every day morning, right, written by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So in that the fourth sloka, there it
Chaturvika.
says the spiritual master is very happy in seeing his disciples taking prasadam. So just we taking prasadam gives so much happiness to our spiritual master. So that is the key. They are happy. Krishna is happy. Guru is happy because we are taking Krishna prasadam. So because for that reason I am taking Krishna prasadam.
Oh. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhu, such a wonderful explanation and your patient deliverance of all the answers, Prabhu. Really appreciate. Thank you so much. That's a wonderful start of our Purushottam month.
Yeah,
Thank you, Prabhuji.
we all are fortunate that we are kickstarting Purushottam month in this manner together. I am so blessed and fortunate. And thank you for your nice singing.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Prabhuji and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for you all are very patient. You tolerated me. So thank you.
Please continue to do that more and more.
Pray for me, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for this nectar class. As always, we are so fortunate to have you today. And I purposely requested you to, because we are going to know this will be happening. Like we are going so much detailed knowledge and about Purushottam and the glories of Purushottam. So thank you so much for being always there. And your time is like almost 9:05 now. But you were very patiently you are giving answers to everybody and information. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you all devotees and Prem Nandini Mataji for singing very beautifully the Chaurashtakam. Yes, and every day we will do that. So thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
And
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much,
let's
Prabhuji.
see if
Happy
there are
Krishna
anybody
consciousness.
else. One second. Let's see if there are others who have comments or questions.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very much for the wonderful class. I knew about Purushottam Mass, but not that much in details and really had no background. You just gave beautiful background and what is it and what should we do. And Premanandini Mataji for the beautiful Charashtakam singing and everybody for questions. But a quick question, Prabhu, for me, I kind of zoned out for a second when you said Dhruv Maharaj was great-grandson of Brahmaji.
Who?
Dhruv, did
Yeah.
I miss him? Oh, okay.
Dhruva's father is Uttanapada.
Right.
Uttanapada's father is Swayambhava Manu. Swayambhava
Oh,
Manu's father is
Brahma.
Brahma.
Ji.
So
Okay.
for Dhruva,
Mhm.
Swayambhava Manu is grandfather, Brahma is great grandfather.
Great. Okay. Yeah, I somehow forgot the whole. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mataji, for question. Anybody has any question or comment?
Sneha Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam. I just want to say that I like the point that as soon as you said the list of the devotional activities we have to do in the Masam, then I was like, my mind was like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that. Then immediately you said that it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. The main purpose is of doing all this to remember Krishna always. That's the main motto. I like that point a lot. Then I was like, okay, I can calm down. I can do as much as I can, but I have to focus on the quality. I really like, you are so practical, Prabhuji, and the points you say is like so touching. Like one of the Mataji said about fear. Even I got the same fear, little, not much though, but little bit for fear. Then I was like, you said like, it's not, bhakti is not about fear, it's about love for Krishna. Then wow, then I was like, these points like are like bullet points which I have to remember and try to implement on that. Thank you so much for the wonderful association, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Prabhu, sorry, I forgot to mention one more thing. I really appreciate your stressing on quality, not quantity. Like, I want to do this, I want to do that. But we should take one thing and do it consistently every day with best of our ability in best quality. So that is a takeaway for me from today's class. And thank you so much, Prabhu. Sorry.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you very much for the class. I have a question. How is the bhajan we did Chaurashtakam linked with Purushottam month?
It's not linked with Purushottam, it's linked with Krishna. It's basically Krishna, it says, Chaura means like is a thief, right? Is stealing. So the Chaurashtakam goes in the way describing various pastimes of Krishna and then saying, okay, steal my heart. I want to be always with you. And then there also it will come. I don't know whether it's in Chaurashtakam or in that Kaundinya Muni's that mantra sloka. It comes. Yeah, you destroy all the sins, right? You rip out all these sins that we have accumulated, but you are not able to rip out the or break the bond of love. So you get bound by the love of the devotee and you remain forever in the hearts of the devotee. So to get into that mode, we recite the habit, the practice of reciting these Chaurashtakam or the other mantra is there because it helps us fix our mind, fix our mood, and say, oh, Krishna, I want to be stolen by you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just share something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, in the last section of Chaurashtakam, it says that you are a thief, you steal everything.
Yeah.
Now you are a thief, so I have jailed you in the corner of my heart. And now try coming out of that corner. Like try releasing yourself. I'm not gonna let you ever go.
Yeah.
It's just like a small child, tying their parents and saying, "Okay, now try. I won't let you go."
Yeah.
That mood really, Prabhu, that touches my heart. I love
Yeah.
that section of Chaurashtakam.
And that's why Damodar month is so glorified and Krishna is so glorified as Damodar. He just gets bound by the love of his devotee. Okay, anybody else before we end this call?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, there's one more question which I had. Like we were reading in Bhagavatam about Bali Maharaj. So he's Prahlad Maharaj's grandson, right? So Prahlad Maharaj's father was a demon. Prahlad Maharaj was devotee. Then what about Prahlad Maharaj's father? Was he a demon or a devotee?
No. You are mixing up. You are talking about Bali Maharaj's father.
Yes.
Yeah. So Virochana is his name. He is mentioned as a devotee. His name is not much is mentioned about him. His name comes. Prahlada's son is Virochana, and Virochana's son is Bali.
Yes. So all the people, all the people born after Prahlad Maharaj were devotees only. Like his father is also devotee, and his grandfather, his grandson. Sorry,
So
his son and grandson. I
yeah,
mean,
Prahlad's son and grandson are
both.
following in his footsteps.
Okay. But before that, they were all mostly demons generation going on.
Yeah, if Hiranyakashipu was the
Hmm.
prime
Yes.
asura, right?
Yes. I just wanted to find out that. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for this wonderful class. This is Geeta. I wanted to ask you, Prabhuji, so the Ekadashi that comes in the Purushottam month, is it extra special than the other Ekadashis?
Extra special, not in terms of other Ekadashis, in terms of the 30 days of Purushottam month. If somebody is not able to follow all the 30 days, if they are able to follow the Ekadashi, the two Ekadashis that come in that month, it's as good as observing the entire 30 days of Purushottam Vrata.
Oh, thank you so much, Prabhuji, for this information. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, one more question. Like when we are doing our aarti, like, Gaura aarti, Narsingh aarti, and Tulsi aarti. So we make a plate and offer, right, to pictures or deities like that. So that that offering is not counted. We have to take a separate diya offering for Lord Purushottam, which is Krishna, right?
Doesn't mean like that. If you are offering ghee lamps to Sarati every day to Krishna, yeah, that's a ghee offering still.
Yes, but then we have to do extra, like separate, for this in the evening.
No, it doesn't mention that. You can offer ghee lamp to Krishna in the month. It's very sacred and auspicious, is what is mentioned. So we are already doing the arati every day with ghee lamps. So
Yes. I was thinking like that is separate and offering,
no,
like,
we do it in Damodar month because we want to sing Damodar Ashtakam and offer ghee lamp separately. So that's why we do it as a separate activity.
okay. Yes. But for Purushottam month, it's not like that.
It's not mentioned. It's just mentioned that you can offer ghee lamps to Krishna
That
also
means we have to
during this.
be, yeah, a little bit more regular on our, offerings, morning, evening aarti. So
Yeah.
that way, we're anyway offering.
When we
Yeah.
are doing Bharati every day, then it's already we are offering a ghee lamp to Radha and Krishna and other forms of the
Yes.
Lord.
Yes,
And
Prabhuji.
also,
Thank
Prabhuji,
you.
so we can offer like each and every family member, we can offer separate diya, right?
Yeah, they
Like
can.
Damodar Manji. Yes. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Also, Prabhuji, like, because this year it's come after 3 years. So, with Damodar month, we are kind of prepared. It comes very fast and runs away very fast. But this time, this time it's come after 3 years, and we are like, want to know more about it. And we were so out of this. This teaches us that how, if we can do all year round, what 3 years, 4 years, then whether Purushottam month comes 3 years or whatever, Damodar month, I'm speaking for myself, then, we are already doing. It doesn't matter which month is coming. So,
Every day is a Damodar month. Every day is a Purushottam month for
yes.
devotee.
Yes, and it was very, very enlightening to hear that the benefit of Purushottam month is 1,000 times more than Damodar month. And my mind is telling me it is this because it's coming after 3 years. That's one thing. And secondly, it's like Krishna is the one who's I know you said my Guru Maharaj said this, like Japata Guru Maharaj said that But I was wondering if it is there in the scripture somewhere, because that is very good point to tell
No,
to
it's
people.
definitely it's there. It's when Jayapataka Maharaj said that he is not going to just make it up. He is
Yes,
going to
that.
base it on scripture. But yeah, we can find out where exactly in the scripture that reference is given. But still, um, I have full faith and trust in
Yes,
what
yes.
Jayapataka Maharaj says. So
Yeah, I just wanted to know the reference. I also have complete faith, Prabhuji, but just wanted some reference because some people will ask, "Oh, really? Then where is it written?" Then with we can quote. But yes, maybe I'll find
That's why
some.
when this is an assembly of devotees, we can discuss that. But when we are talking with general people, we don't need to go into that detail. We can just say it's a very spiritually powerful month. Just do
Yes.
whatever you can. Encourage them to do a little bit here, a little bit there. That's good enough.
Yes, Prabhuji, and definitely this month has potency because I my aunt, my mom's sister is in California. I just want to mention she normally doesn't call. We don't talk that often, but she called today morning saying that is there is something special going on in ISKCON. So I was like, yes. When she said that, I was
Special
like,
sale.
yes, yes.
Special
Special,
sale.
again, some special sale is going on. I said, yes, you called on the right day because it was a Saturday evening there with your timings. And then I mentioned to her, I sent her the Chaurastakam, everything I've sent her now. So how, suddenly sometimes in family where she's basically worships all goddesses, but she does do chanting and, she's slowly coming attracted to Krishna, Radha Krishna. So then it was so nice.
It will happen.
Like, yeah.
Krishna is all attractive.
Yes.
Krishna
Thanks.
attracts. He tries to attract our heart. He tries to attract our attention towards him. We have been resisting him so far. How long can we resist? We cannot.
Yes.
We will get attracted to him eventually.
Yes, yes. And we are fortunate, Prabhuji, to have you on the call. And today is no hurry day because, patiently it's a Sunday and, you're giving us time. I wish we could have more, Shamarasika Mataji can arrange more times when you can come on the weekend and we can have longer sessions and association of yours. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind words and encouragement. Shita Mataji,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
you want to
That
share? You want to share something?
No, thank you for giving wonderful class, and I get more knowledge about how to do means prayer in Purushottam month. And thank you for.
Yeah, let's all pray for everybody on this call. That
Thank you, Prabhu, for this wonderful class. Very nice class. I got a lot of knowledge. And I started doing from yesterday night, praying. So it's Chodastakam. It's beautiful song. And thank you, Mataji, for singing so beautiful. Thank you. Hari
Thank
Bol,
you.
Hari Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Rita Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I just wanted to thank you for the beautiful class.
Thank you.
Prabhu, can I share one thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't understand much of Zoroaster. I mean, it's very difficult for me, but I could understand the English, like the potency of Lord Krishna take away all the sins, and the 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 Acharya who wrote this song, right? His love for Krishna. There is one section where it says he steals the in the first section, I think itself steals the he's a thief who steals some butter. He's a butter thief, and then he steals the gopis' clothes. So clothes, I kind of thought maybe our body is also kind of clothes for us, right? Material body and subtle body, but like we are not. I'm not willing to shed my material body or subtle body with my all those desires and everything, probably he will sometimes steal those subtle or material body.
Yeah, provided we say, I love you, Krishna.
Yeah, you're right.
Then he will say, okay, I will come and do all this.
Thank you. Thank you for the class. Thank you very much.
Okay, looks like we have reached the end of the session. Last chance before we end the call.
So, Prabhuji, we also pray to Radharani in this month, right?
Always. Without Radharani, we don't pray to Krishna. Without Sita Devi, we don't pray to Rama. Without Lakshmi, we don't pray to Narayan.
But the distinction between this month and Damodar month is praying to Radharani in this month, right? Especially.
Not necessarily. We are playing to both. It's not like, okay, we only pray to one and ignore the other. Our conception is not that. We pray to both. If I give you a currency and it has only one side printed, the other side is blank, is that a valid currency? Not.
Yes, Prabhuji, that's true.
It has to be both sides. It has to have the correct information for it to be a valid currency note. Similarly, we need both Radharani and Krishna. We need both Sita Devi and Rama. We need both Lakshmi and Narayan. It has to be both.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you all. Let's have a wonderful, glorious Purushottam month every day. Let us experience more and more spiritual bliss in serving Krishna and his devotees. Thank you all.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Pancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Evacha. Patitanam
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नंद कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नमः
Jai.
ठाकुर की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय।
Jai.
पुरुषोत्तम पंत की जय।
Jai.
रघुनंदन दास प्रभु की जय।
Jai.
Purushottam Mas ki jai.
Jai.
All Krishna Sambhajori. Thank you, Amritmani Mataji, for your
Hare
darshan.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Nice to see you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.